Welcome to the ServerJockey install guide for VirtualBox. If you want to use ServerJockey on Windows or Mac OS, then VirtualBox is the tool to use. To start, go to the ServerJockey README page on GitHub. I'll leave the link in the description. This page contains all of the install instructions for the different distributions. Scroll down to VirtualBox. So the steps here is to download the VM image, which has ServerJockey pre-installed. Install VirtualBox if you do not have it installed. Go to their site and download the appropriate installer for your operating system. Then import the VM image, adjust the CPU and memory as desired, and start the VM. So I already have VirtualBox installed. Now I just need to download the image, which is started, and I'll skip the video until it's done. So the VirtualBox image has now downloaded. I have VirtualBox already installed and working here. Now I just need to go to File, then Import Appliance, select the downloaded file, hit Next, hit Import, and then I'll skip the video until it's imported. So the VirtualBox image has now been imported. You can see it here, it's called Zombox. So following the guide, you should adjust the CPU and memory settings if you need to. So if you just go to Settings, then go to System. The motherboard tab is where you can adjust how much memory is allocated to the VM. Currently, by default, it's 10 gigabytes. This value should not be more than the free memory that your computer has. It also needs to be enough to accommodate the memory used by any game servers that you run, with an extra 2 gigabyte for the operating system that's on the VM. On the Processor tab, you can adjust the processor allocation to the VM. By default, it's got 2 CPU allocated and up to 100% allocation of those CPUs. So you can adjust this as needed as well. So with that done, we can start the VM. So the VM is now started. I sped up the video a little bit so it would be quicker. You should be presented with a welcome message here with the web app URL and a login token. Also, if you find this console to be too big or too small, go into the View menu and look for Virtual Screen. You can adjust the scale as needed, so you can make it smaller or bigger. So now we can log into the web app just to show that it's working. 192.168. So this is the local IP on the network, your local network. So it won't be accessible over the internet unless you open the port. So now we have the login page. So now I can type in the login token, which is randomly generated every time the system starts. You can just hit enter. Also, you can remember the token as well, which is handy. And there we have it. So that's the homepage of the web app. And that's where I will end the guide. There's other guides to cover what to do from here.